video clips. Go to the women's lacrosse open. Should be on the far right.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Right in front with the shot attempt, will score!
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Welcome everybody to an Adrian broadcast, so we get set for the women's lacrosse match with the Adrian Bulldogs taking on the Otterbein Cardinals. My name is Alexander Grove alongside Gavin Posdol. Right, Gavin, we talked to the coaches. Right, it's a first time meeting for these two squads. Right, and so what we talked with the coaches is that team speed is the name of the game for this game, especially. Can you what are some notes you got on that?
Yeah, talking with the Otterbein coach, Brooke Delara. They're a heavy speed team, and they have three main goal scorers out there, specifically Ava Roby. So we'll be watching her tonight.
As the national anthem goes on, we'll take a step back for a second.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Sweet Dome as we got a good matchup for you guys today. Adrian Bulldogs versus the Otterbein Cardinals. My name is Alexander Grove alongside Gavin Posdal. Earlier we mentioned and hit on speed, that both teams are looking for speed, and it's a high-paced game from what we've studied, from what we talked about coaches. You mentioned Coach Brooke was mentioning about the Otterbein's team speed, but also Otterbein and Adrian both having young rosters as well.
Yes. Otterbein actually has 13 freshmen on their roster, with 7 of them appear to be starting. They are starting sophomore goalie instead of their freshman, so we'll see how this plays out.
Those starting goaltenders for your Adrian Bulldogs, it will be Elena Bogner, the sophomore, and that's for Otterbein, excuse me. The Otterbein Cardinals will be starting Elena Bogner. And for your Bulldogs, they will be starting sophomore. They'll be starting sophomore Bella Norton. As we get ready for the first draw. First draw is always important. Referees are getting ready. Everybody's set up. All we're waiting is for that first whistle of the game. Otter Cardinals versus Bulldogs. Here we go. There's a placement. And ball is now in play. At the start of this young season, you got the Adrian Bulldogs who are 4-0, the Otterbein Cardinals who are 4-2. That's both battling for possession right now. Bulldogs come out with it. As looking to be targeted was Mariana Miller. Miller couldn't get it, but on the way is Williams. And that Williams, that'll be Roby. Bigger Roby, she passes it off as the Cardinals look to get set up. Taking their time, looking to make the right shot as it goes down towards the backside, leaning towards X. On the net, playing back and forth, looking for some room, going around the cage, no shot. Still looking for some reinforcements and finds it on the outside. There's a drive down the lane towards the middle, towards the outside. Adrian Bulldogs are playing some really good defense, make sure that the Cardinals are being contained, not getting any easy shots. Still looking for that first shot as there's no dice. Roby has the ball now. Roby, she passes off. That ball gets picked up by the Adrian Bulldogs as they look to break out with it. Getting that ground ball was Termy. Adrian Cardinals get possession once again. As that was McIntosh. She passes it around the horn. Roby has it. Ava Roby is a player to watch here for this Cardinals squad. As the ball goes down to X for Isaacs. Isaacs looking to do something with the ball here. He gives off to Roby. Roby being checked hard, but still maintaining possession. And now we have a whistle on the play.
Yeah, when we're talking about Ava Roby out here, we're looking at her because she has just actually surpassed the all-time scoring record at Otterbein with 230 career points, surpassing 227 as the previous record.
Ava Roby, very dangerous in red, number 11 in red, so be on the watch out for her. As she has the ball right now. Roby getting checked. She tries to pass it off, but that ball gets saved by Norton. Norton looking for a clear out, seeing what's the best option, and right now the best option is Teremy. Teremy, she passes off, looking for the breakout to ensue, and the breakout's coming. As Sudemeister just got stopped in midfield. Ball now picked up by Hannaford. Coming down the lane is Roeder. Roeder, she takes the ball to the outside. Now, when speaking to both coaches, we did mention earlier that they're looking for team speed, but it looks like the Cardinals are switching up that mindset. Instead of just attack, they're trying to set up and slow the game down.
They're definitely being patient with it, and they're trying to find that open slot.
As they're staying behind the net, leaning towards X, now going down the lane, now back to X. As the Cardinals look to set something up. Looks like they're setting up for the perfect shot. Can they get it? And they cannot, as the Bulldogs defense and hustle get some possession going all the way through. Norton has the ball now, looking to start the breakout for the Adrian Bulldogs. Still looking for options. Has her target. Her target is Turcotte, leading point getter for the Adrian Bulldogs. Alan Turcotte still has the ball running through. She passes it off as Sudemeister gets it. Sudemeister, she goes down the lane. Goes behind the net, almost lost possession, but she regains it. Finds the open target, the open woman. That ball gets passed over to Woodall. Woodall to Allie. Allie, she looks to wait to set something up. Allie makes a move, tries to the inside, gets stuffed there. And Woodall will pick up the ball to reset. Woodall looking for some options, lost the handle, and now the possession is picked up by the Cardinals. Running with the ball now. That'll be Klein. Klein still has it going all the way. Can she go? She does for a minute, but then she leaves it off for Isaacs. Isaacs makes a move, goes to front of the net, doesn't pull the trigger. Fake out move, doesn't fake out for long as Roby gets the ball. Shot clock's going down, 60 seconds left on the shot clock. As Cardinals take their time. As there's a push down as the whistle is blown. Cardinals maintain possession. Let's get ready for the penalty shot here, or penalty opportunity. There's a shot, score. The Otterbein Cardinals with the first goal of the game. Let's try to get a good look at the number of who's the one that scored that goal. As it was Dakota Klein, freshman. Midfield freshman Dakota Klein. Come out of Olentangy Berlin High School. All right, both of these teams are have high scoring games. Adrian, over their past couple games, have been perfect, or have been consistent, with 20 goals per game, literally 20 goals per game. And then you have the Otterbein Cardinals, right, when looking at their goal scoring, right, exceeding that 20-goal mark as well. So expect a really high-scoring affair from both sides. Ava Roby, speaking of high scoring, she gets the ball right there. Roby passed it off. Trying to make a decision is Klaus. Klaus did make her decision. That was to pass it off to Klein, who's the goal scorer. Opened up the scoring for the game for the Cardinals. Ball get passed in the middle, saved by Norton. Norton looks to break out with it. As we are under 10 minutes left here in this first frame. Norton still looking for options. Still scanning the field. She finally finds her target. That's running with the ball. As Studemeister battles for possession, gains possession, has it for the Bulldogs. Studemeister looks to go all the way with it, tries across, and she scores!
Just like talking with the coaches before, that speed was incredible just to go right around.
Elena Studemeister fought for possession, has the ground ball, picked it up, and just bolted to tie this game at 1. So, Gavin, off of what you've seen here with the Cardinals and with the Bulldog style of play, what have you picked up so far that we can expect for the rest of this game going forward?
Yeah, Otterbein's definitely been taking it a little slower in the offensive zone. I don't think, talking with their coach, they're very used to that. But it seems to be paying off. A couple shots on net in the first couple minutes of here. So, yeah, we'll see how it keeps playing out. Adrian's speed in the offensive zone. They're just making single strikes, not really holding it down. So we'll see if they can continue to hold it down in the future.
Well, before they hold it down on offense, they got to hold it down on defense as Klein comes up with it. Dakota Klein, she passes it off to McIntosh. McIntosh to Roby. Roby gives it off. As driving the lane down, off to Roby. Roby with the score. Dangerous as ever, Ava Roby puts the Cardinals back on top with her answer of her own.
That was a great goal. Yeah, right through the middle. She just pushed right through. I think she uses her height to her advantage when she's out there. She's definitely taller, so she can get her hands up higher than a lot of the girls out there. So,
Ava Roby using size and speed to her advantage. As it will be Roby and Turcotte going off for the draw again. Or never mind, Turcotte switches. As going for the draw will be Woodall. 2-1 game here with 8:14 left in the first quarter. As the face-off, or as the draw, excuse me, goes over towards the Adrian defensive side, and Roby picks it up, gaining control. Passing it off now was Roeder. As behind the net, as Cardinals look to set up, here's Isaacs. Isaacs being guarded heavily by Teremi. Isaacs gave the ball up. Looking to do something here. Trying to use her speed. And we got a whistle on the play. But to be a cross-checking infraction. Cardinals will maintain possession. Looks to be Dakota Klein on with the ball. Klein, who had the first goal of the game, gets stopped by Norton. Ball now gets picked up by Teremi, or Studemeister, excuse me. Studemeister with her speed going down. As she gives the ball up. Oh, this is Studemeister, excuse me. Oh yeah, Studemeister to Miller. As Cardinals now get possession back. As Van Gundy, she gives it off for Gerst. Gurst goes down the lane, looks for the one-on-one attack on Tara Mead. Tara Mead doesn't allow that to go. As we got another stick infraction. The Cardinals will maintain possession. So, Gavin, when you're on defense, right? We're seeing a consistent amount of stick infractions, right, against the Adrian Bulldogs. What are some ways, looking at how Adrian Bulldogs are playing defense, what are some ways that you can prevent those stick infractions from happening?
I think just as Otterbein's playing a little slower, we are playing very disciplined on defense, but I think we also have to slow it down and remember we have the time as well.
Bulldogs looking to respond as they have possession now after a save by Norton on that penalty shot. Just waiting for the okay from the ref. Starting out with the ball is Lanigan. Referee gives a signal, and now we go. Lanigan has it. Sporting the White's helmet. Lanigan running all the way through. Good speed, good lanes. Has a back checker on her. That back checker is Dakota Klein, but she backs off now. Lanigan still has possession. Looks for Studemeister. Studemeister passes it over to Turcotte. Turcotte looks for Woodall. Woodall has it, but she gets help. As the ground balls are important here in Lacrosse, as Turcotte has possession. Turcotte, she's dangerous. We have a whistle blown. Looks like the Bulldogs will maintain possession.
Adrian's really pushing for that slot here. Otterbein continues to keep him out, but they will just keep pushing in that slot.
Turcotte with the shot. Saved by Bogner. Bogner's almost had her pass picked off. The Cardinals still maintain possession as it's McIntosh. McIntosh looks for something there, but there's an infraction on the play. But Cardinals will still maintain possession. It's to be a slash on Woodall. Woodall will head to the box. As we have a 1-minute penalty for illegal use of the stick on Casey Woodall. The Cardinals are up 1 for 1 minute. McIntosh. She looks for a pass. That didn't go as Sams was the intended target. Bulldogs will pick up. Studemeister has the ball. Even though the Bulldogs are down, this team is still dangerous and still can find a way to score. Studemeister, she passes over to Turcotte. Turcotte with a shot. That got blocked. As battling for possession. As we have a call on the play. It looks like the referee is signaling Cardinals ball.
And that's another great save by Bogner. Watching her play, she's been 4-1 in her 5 games played this season. So she's continuing to shine out there with a .482 save percentage.
As running with the ball now down the side is Cardinals. As Turcotte with some exceptional back checking. She gives it out to Lanigan. Lanigan looking for a lane. Takes a shot. Hits the outside of the cage. Easy enough for Bogner to pick up to get the Cardinals starting on again. We have, looks to be another stick infraction here. And referees point out a green card. As it will be number 6, Sarah Gross, heading into the box for a minute. Cardinals looking to do something here. Still looking for a lane, still looking for options. So it's number 22, Reese Cromwell. That gets picked off. Here's Woodall. Woodall coming with speed. Right now she's alone, but there's help coming, and there's a stick infraction right there by the Cardinals. That'll be number 11, Ava Roby. Or number 8, excuse me. Number 8, Bailey Wallace.
That was great speed by Woodall to draw that penalty out. Just about to beat her wide until that stick infraction happened. Great play.
Bulldogs passing around the zone. All right. A little bit of some even play going on for a little while longer. As both teams are down one player. As there's a sneaky shot by Turcotte. She snuck down the lane. Partner, what'd you see on that?
That was great. Turcotte's a fun player to watch. She's actually leading Adrian in points as of right now with 18 goals and 10 assists.
As you mentioned, Turcotte, Woodall tried to get a shot. That was a save by Bogner. Woodall has possession for the Bulldogs. Here's Allie. Allie with possession. Allie tries to get something going, but she got pushed down. Whistle on the play sets up a penalty shot for Allie. There's that speed that the coaches were talking about that we mentioned on top of the show coming into play. Allie versus Bogner. Allie rushes in, looks for a closer shot, saved by Bogner. Standing tall so far. 3:30 left in this first quarter. As here's Dakota Klein. Klein, she sends a long pass. That long pass gets hits up for Isaacs. Isaacs gives it over to Klein. Klein to Roby, and Roby tells the team, let's calm it down. There's plenty of time on the shot clock. Ball gets passed over to Blau. Cardinals just going around the horn.
50 seconds left on that shot clock. They have plenty of time.
This ball goes down to X. Isaacs looks for options. Still scanning, she goes up the lane. Gives it to Dakota Klein. Klein. So let's see what she does here. She tries to do a stutter step before it goes to screen from Roby. Looks for Roby. That ball gets turnover. Rushing down the lane is Turcotte. Rushing down the lane.
The number change.
That'll be Lazareski. It's usually will be wearing the 32, wearing the 28 today. As Cardinals look to set up once again. Give it off to Roby. Ball didn't find her. The Cardinals still maintain possession. Now they find Roby. Roby gives it off to the streaking Cardinal. But we have a call on the play, which stops possession for a moment but gives an opportunity. That opportunity is granted to McIntosh. McIntosh looking to put the Cardinals up by 2. Waiting for the ref signal. Making sure everybody's still in line. And here's McIntosh getting closer. Saved by Norton. Norton looking for the quick breakout and does. As here comes Turcotte. Turcotte with a lot of room and a lot of speed. 3-on-2 developing here. Turcotte gives over to Suter. That she gets a shot. And that goes, dribbles in. It does. Wow. It counts. Sutermeister with the shot that dribbles in past Bogner. We have a tie game with 1:22 left.
That speed was incredible to break down by Madeline Turcotte. She caused that whole play.
3-on-2 to Studermeister. Studermeister comes across. Shot trickles through. We got a tie game here.
It's very interesting. I could not tell from up here whether that was going in or not.
You and I are on the same boat. We had to wait for the ref signal. And the referee signal right. Woodall and Roby on the draw. Waiting for the whistle, and the whistle has it. Roby with her height and length has the advantage over Woodall and takes possession. Here's Gerst. Gerst has it. Looking for some room to set up as she goes behind the cage. That's good defense by Terami. And possession will stay with the Bulldogs. The Cardinals have been testing Terami for what seems to be most of this quarter, as we have under a minute left to play in this first quarter. But Terami looks like she's been standing strong in the defensive spot.
Definitely, definitely. Adrian's been playing very disciplined defense out here.
As we have a timeout call, as both teams will look to talk over what they're going to do. So right now, we'll take a break as this timeout goes on, and we'll talk to you shortly.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome back as we have 52 seconds left in this first quarter of play, as both teams are getting ready for the resume to resume play after this timeout. We'll see who maintains possession here. As referees are setting up, and it will be, looks like the Bulldogs will maintain possession. Figuring out who's going to be the one to carry out the ball first. It looks to be Lazareski, or not Lazareski, excuse me. That'll be Jenna Alley. Jenna Alley, midfielder for this Adrian Bulldog squad, coming out of Livonia, Michigan. As she gets stopped there, she's forced out of bounds. The Bulldogs will maintain possession off of a cross check. Ali from Livonia, Michigan, also transferred from Siena Heights University. As waiting for the referees to start play, 44 seconds left in this first quarter. Play resumes. Here's Alley with it. Alley spins off one defender and gets trapped down by another. Alley loses possession but gets it right back. Alley still maintaining. Good bad check, but still fighting for the ground balls, and we have a whistle on the play. Looks like the Cardinals will be maintaining possession, it looks like. Or will be having possession. Just trying to get a clear view of what the refs are seeing. And no, forgive me, it's still Adrian Bulldog's ball. As Allie still has the ball in her net, waiting for everything to be resumed per the referees. So we had a clock infraction. Looking to get the clock back going to the right spot. So partner, so off of what we've seen in this first quarter as I get the clock rolling back to the right time. Right? What have you been seeing that's been helping out both Otterbein and Adrian?
Yeah, well, Otterbein's definitely had a lot more time on attack than Adrian has. However, Adrian's discipline in the defensive zone has been able to steer clear most of their shots, and even the ones that have gone through, Norton has done a great job on blocking those, so good job to Norton out there. Now, on offense, it's a little different. Adrian is not holding on to possession. They're just trying to get little strikes, which seem to be working.
And Ali's shot rings off the post. She looks for that bank shot. Just crossbar didn't agree with her, but that shot stayed across the frame. Bogner, she looks to get something going in its final 10 seconds. That's 5 seconds, and the Cardinals looks like they'll just hold on to it for now as they'll run out the clock in this first quarter. Tie game after 1. We got 2-2 score. Right, and so far, like 2 highly offensive teams, both playing good defense, solid defense. We'll elaborate a little bit more on that. My name is Alexander Grove. This is Gavin Podsdell, and we'll see you after this break.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Welcome back to the Sweet Dome. My name is Alexander Grove alongside Gavin Posdell. So, Gavin, let's talk about that first quarter for a little bit. First quarter, right, we expected a lot of team speed. We expected a high-scoring game. Right? Yes, it was only the first quarter, but we're seeing more of a defensive chess match going on here.
Definitely a very defensive game. Going into this after talking with the coaches and some of the players, we both up in the booth thought it was going to be a very high-scoring game, and I think the defense on both ends has been incredible, and love to see that continue out and maybe be a lower-scoring game than we thought, maybe a bit more intense, so we'll see how this continues.
As the Adrian Bulldogs and Otterbein Cardinals, they switch sides for the second quarter coming in. As so far, the star players that you expected to be star players have been very impactful. Ava Roby getting in the mix with getting some assists. We got Turcotte, Madeline Turcotte. She's getting in the mix, getting her assists, making sure that everybody eats. And one thing that both coaches mentioned when talking to them is that there's weapons all over the place with both sides, both teams. So you really can't spot one player, because if you cancel out one player, you got like 3 or 4 other options ready to go.
Yeah, those stars are doing exactly what we expected out there. And with the different weapons, usually on a lacrosse team you see 2, maybe 3 good goal scorers out there, but both teams have around like 4 to 5. It's very impressive to look at the stat sheets.
As the second quarter has started, 30 seconds into the second quarter, Cardinals take possession. Here's McIntosh. McIntosh looking to score through. Gets through, but it was a save by Norton, and off to the races the Bulldogs go. Sometimes you got to go backwards to go forward, and Allie is that forward option. Allie, she gets cross-checked in center field, and the Bulldogs will maintain possession. Allie Waiting for the refs to give her the green light. As everybody getting set up here. Green light, go. Here's Allie. Jenna Alley coming down, still looking for options, and she lost the ball. And here's Ava Roby. Roby coming down the lane, looking towards the middle of the field, and she has her options there. Shots on goal right now is 9-7, or shots taken right now is 9-7. Shots on frame. It's been 4-3 in favor of the Adrian Bulldogs.
Yeah, those shots all come from their quick bursts of speed in the offensive zone. Otterbein's been doing a great job of staying on the offensive, but getting through to the net has not been their strong suit this game.
As I see, as Otterbein looks to change that in this possession, but right now, instead of speed, they decide to take things slow. Low and slow. Sort of like the cars back in the 50s and 60s. Tell you, when you're in the state of Michigan, I mean, you got to throw in like a couple like motor history in there.
Oh, yeah.
Still maintaining possession of the Cardinals as Gerst gives it off to Roby. Roby to McIntosh. McIntosh doesn't get to the lane, loses possession. The ball hits the outside, and here's Terami. Terami, she goes down the lane. Getting pressed by 3 Cardinals. That's something you don't see every day. But 3 Cardinals pressed her out of bounds, and that forces them to get possession right back. Here's Roby. She starts play up for Cardinals. Cardinals looking to play spoiler to the Bulldogs' perfect season. As they try to go inside the lane, still do fighting for possession, and McIntosh, she has the goal. McIntosh finally breaks through. If you fail at first, try again. She did. We have a goal.
That's what they've been doing all game. They've really just been trying to push into that slot, and Adrian's done a great job to keep them out, but this time they finally got through.
Oh, my apologies. It was Alyssa Glenn with the goal.
Alyssa Glenn is another one of those players to watch out for. She's one of the top 3 goal scorers on her team as well.
As Cardinals take a 3-2 lead, as some substitutions are happening on the Bulldogs side, as Megan Terami has just been called out. And then for her, hold on a second, so that we have a yellow card on the play, as number 22, Abby Malone, has been called for a penalty.
Yeah, she's not too happy about that one, which I'm a little confused on how they got her.
But speaking of Abby Malone, we saw that Abby Malone was named the MIAA Defensive Player of the Week last week. Gabby, you want to elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, it's definitely because of her speed out there. She's a great athlete, and yeah, she's a great athlete. She shows out her confidence out there. She does a great job. Abby Malone was named the MIAA Women's Lacrosse Defensive Athlete of the Week with 3 goals, 3 ground balls.
3 ground balls, 1 forced turnover, and 2 draw controls. As there was a shot there saved by Norton. As the Cardinals still maintain possession, as the Bulldogs are down a man, down a woman, down a player, down the road. As the Cardinals looks to go downhill, as here Gerst with the ball, and Gerst scores. Taking advantage of the man down situation. Dakota Klein, gets the goal for the Cardinals, putting her up by 2.
I believe that is Klein's second goal. She's also been in the box 2 times, so she's having a good game out there. She's having fun.
Dakota Klein off to a hot start in this game. We'll see if the Cardinals can build off of that momentum, or if the Bulldogs can use as fire to get back in the swing of things. Ava Roby for the Cardinals on the face-off, or on the draw. Against Turcotte, and Roby will win that. But we have a loose ball, and Turcotte with the ground ball picks it up. As they look to double team Turcotte. Turcotte finds an open player. She finds the open woman, but that open woman gets the ball turned over. As the Cardinals go down the wing. Klein gives it off to Gerst. Gerst gives it to Isaacs. Isaacs. As they go around the horn, McIntosh over to Roby. Roby looking for options. Walks and takes her time, sends it over to Klein. Klein looks for the goal, and she has it. Hat trick for Dakota Klein.
She's just in that slot every single time they've needed her to be. It's a great play.
As per usual, we have the referees always checking their goal scorer sticks. We want to make sure that everything is legal and all good. Right, as we have a change for the Bulldogs, it was Teremy coming in for Leah Peck. Leah Peck.
Adrian just needs some momentum here. The first couple minutes here of the second, they have not had a shot on goal. They're struggling with their breakouts, but I think they just need one goal to turn that momentum back over.
As Turcotte wins the draw for the Bulldogs. Here's Allie. Allie has the ground ball, finally gets possession. Malone is released from the box. Allie gives it off to the side. Sutermeister. Turcotte passes it over to Gross. Gross, as they go around the horn. There's Holland. He's over to Allie. Allie taking her time. Looking to see what's the best option. Makes one move, gets triple teamed. Has nowhere to go yet. Still looking for more options. There's Allie, bounces to the outside, gets a shot. That goes wide of the frame. A good hustle by Lanigan. As Lanigan puts it back in play, looks for the screaming Sutermeister. And Bogner says, no thank you, I'll take possession there.
That was really what Adrian needed, just that time in the offensive zone to slow the ball down, take your time, and get that shot off.
Bogner. She starts to break out for the Cardinals. Cardinals will continue that momentum with Van Gundy. Van Gundy to McIntosh. McIntosh running. She gets forced to the outside, almost out of bounds, but stays her ground. She has good discipline, understanding that. She gives off to Roby. Roby being guarded closely by Sutermeister. It's good defense, but we have a stick infraction. That was Sutermeister, that was Maya Reyes. As Maya Reyes will be coming towards the box as she's been called for illegal use of the stick. Maya Reyes, green card. As the Bulldogs will be down a man. Cardinals maintain possession. Here's Roby. Roby looking for options as she goes downhill. There's Dakota Klein again, looking for goal number 4. As that's been her bread and butter all day. Find the open lane, cut it, looks for a shot. I didn't go shoot for Klein that time. Here's Roby. Roby to McIntosh. McIntosh looks for a backhand shot. That goes wide off the frame. And one thing that we're seeing about this Cardinals team, especially in the second quarter, is that they're not afraid to take those shots knowing that they have two people behind the net, right, ready to chase the ball to maintain possession for them.
Yeah, and they've been doing a great job with that. The missing when they do miss the net or it gets deflected out of the way, their women behind the net seem to do a great job finding that ball to keep it in play.
As McIntosh just made it, just scored another goal for this Otterbein team. And this Cardinals team has been maintaining possession all the way through.
Six to 2 now. Adrian needs one to try to get that momentum back in swing, but again, this is just the one quarter. Plenty of time left to play.
As here we have Roby and Turcotte. Roby fighting for possession. Ava Roby picks it up. Stills got knocked down by Turcotte. Now they're double teaming. Sudemeister is now on Roby, and we have the Adrian bench getting live. And now looks to be we have a timeout called for the Otterbein Cardinals. We'll take a step back as the Cardinals are up 6-2 here in the second quarter.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
What I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to this Adrian Bulldogs versus Otterbein Cardinals game. As we just had a timeout called, and partner, let's go over some stats for a second, right? The Otterbein Cardinals have been maintaining possession, and it's been showing.
Yes, it's been showing a lot, especially out here in the second quarter. Otterbein starting the quarter with 7 shots on net, now doubling it with 14 only halfway through this quarter. Adrian has gained 2 shots on net, so we will see if those shots will continue to change the score.
Also, like their draw control, like make sure they maintain possession. We're talking to one of the Adrian coaches before the game. They said that it's the one thing that we want to make sure we maintain is that control off the draw. And it looks like the Cardinals are playing spoiler to that. But look at the momentum change that is happening right now. That timeout was well suited as we're starting to see a little bit more energy with the Bulldogs coming out. Here we have possession. Here's the Bulldogs looking to get the goals rolling. Right now with the ball is Holland. Holland looks to sprint in. She gets stopped there by Bogner. Still battling for possession. Still loose, still up in the air, and the Bulldogs finally get it. As that was Malone. Malone has it. She scores! What a shot! As she's falling down, Abby Malone banged up a little bit, but it's all worth it as the Bulldogs cut the Cardinals' lead by 3.
The Adrian bench is having fun celebrating down here after that one. That was a great goal. The break into the slot right there That was just a great pass straight to the stick and a shot right at the ground to bounce right in the back of that net.
Abby Malone with the goal, right? 6-3 is the score. As the Bulldogs looking to see if that momentum can carry for the rest of this second quarter, as we have 7 minutes and 7 seconds left to play. Turcotte wins it back, but possession is now controlled. Still loose. Draw control goes over to Adrian. As you can start to feel the energy with each stride that Adrian takes. As that was Abby Benashi.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that coach told him in that timeout, but they have brought the energy right after that consistently since that timeout.
It was Abby Vanish, excuse me. It looks like going to the box will be number 6 for the Bulldogs, and that'll be Sarah Gross. So we're seeing what the referees have to say and why she's in the box. Here's the call. So it is an offsetting penalties for both teams. It's a misconduct on both sides. Yellow card. Usually that means trouble. That means more trouble. But, so, even strength. Still even strength. As you see, tempers are starting to get up there anytime you see a misconduct in any sport.
Adrian starting with the ball in the offensive zone. Let's see if they can do something with it here. Based off the last couple minutes, I'd say they can.
As here's Vanish. Vanish starts off. As the ball is now in the hands. As it's in the hands of the Bulldogs. There's Turcotte. As the Bulldogs are now moving the ball quickly. Looking for a lane. Seeing where to go with it. Sudemeister. She has it. Goes around the screen set by Turcotte. As looks for the pass. And that pass is standing for Woodall. But it looks like the Cardinals will get possession on that and put the stoppage in play. As the refs look to reset. So there's an extra ball accidentally kicked out. So that will reset the play. Making sure that the playing field is clear. A little bit of a stop and go behind the net, looking to escape. So far, there is no escape as good defense by Woodall. Woodall knocks the ball loose. Here's Turcotte with the break. Turcotte passes it over to just fumbles the ball at the last second. Sudemeister. Golden opportunity, just couldn't maintain possession as Bogner clears it off to McIntosh.
That was a great play by Woodall to get back there, push the defender back into her own zone. That's exactly what you wanted to see out of a back check.
And on that back check, we got a green card. This is cross-checking. That will be called on Jessica Schmidt, who's a defense junior coming out of Burton, Michigan, who's a transfer over from Concordia University, Ann Arbor. As here in Adrian, if you're looking for a good school to play sports and have a good education, Adrian College is the one for you. Or if you're in high school, hey, shoot, same offer. Ava Roby, she passes it off to McIntosh. McIntosh looks to split the lane, doesn't go. Gives it off to Roby as they reset. Roby calling for plays. As there's as he looks to the inside, saved by Norton. Norton standing tall. Gave up 6, but still looking strong in net. Looking for a good clear. As Gross has just been released. Norton's down getting pressure. The ball flies up. She looks for Sarah Gross, and Gross picks it up and runs with it. Gross has Woodall. 2-on-0 develop if they hurry. Woodall goes right to the K, scores! Casey Woodall maintains possession, 2-on-0. breakaway opportunity. Partner.
That was a great play. That is exactly what the Adrian coach was talking about before the game with that speed. Being able to break down, get down to a 2-on-0 at one point, but Casey Woodall steals the show with her own goal. What a great goal. That is all about that speed.
As the Adrian Bulldogs bench is dancing, and we got a reset here as the deficit been down to 2, 6-4 game. With 4:30 left remaining in the clock. Man, I wish I was 6'4" as well. I'm telling you, like, can you imagine being 6'4"?
That would be awesome.
That would be. Hey, but shoot, being the height that God gave you has its perks. Heck yeah. So got a call on the play. The Cardinals maintain possession here.
The momentum continues to switch back and forth. Adrian's had the momentum the last 5-ish minutes, and before that it was Otterbein. It's just a back and forth game, just what we expected. Can't wait to see it play out.
As we have going to the box, as that'll be the leading goal scorer for the Bulldogs is Madeline Turcott. She's going to the box for holding. Green card usually means a minute. A minute in the sin bin. Well, it's not really a bin, but hey, we got it. Ava Roby starting out. Always dangerous as that ball gets passed over to Klein. Klein, who has a hat trick today. She gets stopped by Reyes. Reyes looks for options, and the options she has. As that was Ava Lazareschi. She got stopped up, and now a call on the play. Lazareschi looks like she's getting headed off for a green card. And cross-checking is the call. Cardinals will maintain, or will get possession back, excuse me. Ava Roby is off to Klein. Klein to McIntosh. McIntosh looks for options. Still has the ball, looks to sidestep. Tries to give it off to Roby, but that ball gets intercepted. Look at the speed coming from the defense.
She is flying out there. Wow.
That's Sarah Gross with the ball with that speed. Gross, who was called earlier on a misconduct. Equaled out. Looking for some redemption here. Here comes the Bulldogs streaking in. Looking for a shot. Couldn't get it through. As Holland maintained possession but got the ball stripped away. And Donaldson gets it right back for the Bulldogs, but the turnover. This is the back and forth that we were alluding to early on as Gerst was the intended target. Battling for possession here. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt and Gerst. Gerst has some help with Van Gundy. Van Gundy gives it over to Roby. Roby makes one move, bullies her way through, gives over to Klein. Couldn't handle the pass as that forces her out of the crease. As that is Klein that has possession now. As earlier it was Blau. As Roby looks for Klein with the shot. Norton has seen that, all familiar with that today. And she makes that save. Norton looks for a good clear. Looking for options, maintaining through.
Norton's had a great game with 15 shots on goal. She's blocked 9 of them. She's had a great game.
As Bulldogs, quick change. That's coming onto the field is Miller. Miller, or that was Allie, excuse me. She just got pushed down. As we just saw Miller sub in for number 23, Ava Holland. Yeah, so earlier we talked with just a little over 90 seconds left in this second quarter. We talked about the team speed. We mentioned it, and now we're seeing it. And here that the Bulldogs have the ball. Look at this burst through with that team speed is Woodall. She passes it off. As looking for her intended target, nobody home. Bulldogs looking to set up. Here's Allie. Allie Uses screen by Malone. She takes a shot saved by Bogner. Easy pickings. Final minute of the second quarter. Bogner, there's a good check as it's called a green card. So we got a cross-checking. That'll be on Skylar Donaldson.
Yeah, going back to those last couple plays, Casey Woodall, if we could highlight her real quick, she's been just super fast in the zone, right where her teammates need her to be. She's catching those passes, playing a great game out there.
As looking to break out here are the Cardinals, as they still have possession. This ball keeps bouncing in and out. Ground ball for ground ball, but that looks like Van Gundy has it. Van Gundy tries to make a move, gives it to McIntosh over to Roby. Roby, she's getting checked by Reyes, and that ball gets knocked down, still loose. Looking to maintain possession are the Cardinals, and they do. As Klein has it, final 10 seconds, she stepped out of bounds. 8 seconds remaining here in this second quarter. Can the Cardinals get one more shot before the half? As Klein looks to set up, waiting for the referees to give her that green light. Here comes Klein. Klein looks to maintain, but that gets disrupted by the Bulldogs, and good defense to stand tall. Adrian Bulldogs down. We're down earlier, still down, but found a way to get 2 on the board. Otterbein, right there, up by 2 as well. My name's Alex Grove. This is Gavin Posdell, and we'll see you after this break.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I am a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alexander Grove alongside Gavin Podsel. We are still in the halftime, but let's talk about how these two teams have fared off. We have two teams with team speed, two teams that are dangerous offensively. What have you been seeing, partner, that has helped both Otterbein and Adrian be in this game?
Definitely their defensive discipline out there. You don't see many bites at the ball, but when they do get them to bite, it has resulted in a penalty a lot of the time, with Otterbein and Adrian both getting stick infractions quite a bit.
Along with that, with those stick infractions, a lot of that happens with like a lot of movement, right? With Otterbein, we're seeing a lot of cuts, a lot of backdoor cuts. Right? That's how Dakota Klein has gotten her hat trick already in the first half, and we can basically almost guarantee that she ain't done scoring yet. But those cuts going in, and then with Adrian, we saw how their team speed was able to draw those penalties, draw those infractions. And you mentioned earlier in the game about time of possession, right? A lot of that time of possession is based off the draw control, based off like how they're winning those draws.
Yeah, and Otterbein leads those draw controls 7-3 against Adrian. They've been doing really well. If I believe it is Roby who's been taking their draws. So she's been very strong out there. She's been a fun player to watch. She kind of controls her offense when you watch. She takes a step back, slows things down, where Adrian seems to do a little bit of a faster-paced offensive tone.
Well, we're hoping for a great second half. If it's just like the first, it will be great. My name is Alexander Grove. This is Gavin Podzol. Right, we're going to take a step back, and we'll see you at the start of the third quarter.
Looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Here they come.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
One team looking to keep a streak alive, one team to play spoiler to that streak. We have the Otterbein Cardinals face off against the Adrian Bulldogs. My name is Alexander Grove. This is Gavin Podzol. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the main event of your early afternoon. So, Gavin, we've had 2 quarters of play. We've already had a whole half of play going on. And as we mentioned in the halftime show, we talked about their team speed. We talked about the possession. What are some things that we could be looking forward to with both teams going into the second half?
Yeah, I'd like to see Otterbein really pick up that speed in the offensive zone. They do tend to take it slow, which allows them to make these plays. However, I think if they pick up a little bit of speed in the offensive zone, they'll have a couple better shot opportunities. Adrian, I think, needs to do the opposite, actually. They're going very fast in the offensive zone, losing ball control a couple times. So if they can slow it down and Otterbein can pick it up, it'll be a very interesting third quarter here.
Well, you were right on the button with that, as we saw a lot of speed coming from Adrian that led to a loss of possession. Here's McIntosh showcasing her speed, trying to get around one more defender, but decides to slow up and pump the brakes. McIntosh looks to see what she can do. She scans the zone, waiting for reinforcements, waiting for everybody to get set up. As it looks like there's a little bit of a position change. As coming into the game that you just saw was Megan Teremy, who's been playing some really good defense today when called upon. Here's the Cardinals looking to try to do something with it as it's Wallace. Wallace still has the ball. She hands it over to Van Gundy. Van Gundy gives it over to McIntosh. McIntosh to Klein. Klein, who already has a hat trick this afternoon, as there's a shot saved by Norton. Norton starting off strong with her first test of the game. As Cardinals maintain possession. Trying to get something going is Gerst. Gerst, she gets the ball stripped away by Allie. As she goes down to the ground, but Roby has her back and maintains that possession. Strong on the ball, she is. Strong on the ball, she is. What am I, Master Yoda? I mean, hey, we want to talk Star Wars, let's talk Star Wars. But this is lacrosse, not Star Wars.
We can do another stream one time about Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, podcast coming in. Adrian Star Wars podcast. Here's Roby. Roby has the ball. Here's older Gerst. A lot of movement, set screen, and there's a shot. She scores. Uses the screen, opens up the floor, and bang. Cardinals score one to make it 7-4, 3-goal game.
That was a great screen by Otterbein. That was the cause of the whole goal there. It confused the Adrian defense. Norton lost track of the ball just to sneak in that top left corner.
And that was Alyssa Glenn with the shot. Alyssa Glenn with the shot and goal, so forgive me for the mispronunciation. As just a little over 2.5 minutes in this third quarter, Otterbein still builds on that lead. Bulldogs looking to respond, using that speed. Has an option back door, doesn't take it. Decides to slow the game down just for a bit. As here's Turcotte. Turcotte's been a little bit quiet this game. Looking to see if that can change in the second half. As Gross will keep the ball rolling for the Bulldogs. So we are here in the Swede Dome, the new indoor complex for the Adrian College. So here's Allie. Allie looking to make a move. She's sporting the white helmet today. Allie tries to split the defense, loses possession, fights for ground ball, and Adrian will make sure they maintain that possession. Here's Malone. She looks up top for Turcotte. Or now, here's Malone now. That was Turcotte looking for Malone. 30 seconds left as you could hear the Adrian bench screaming. As Sodermeister tries to take a shot, she does, but Bogner with the save.
That was great ball control by Adrian down in the offensive zone. Great job to slow it down and get that shot off.
As Wallace sent the ball all the way to Gerst. Gerst gives it to Roby as the transition games happen and everybody catches up. That's the thing, they don't talk about lacrosse that much. I mean, they do talk about it, but it's like people seem to not talk about it as much. I mean, I know I contradicted myself there, but but it's that conditioning aspect of it. Like, it's great to have speed, but you got to slow the game down when you can.
Oh, yeah. No, their conditioning has been fantastic throughout this season so far.
As here's Van Gundy, she picks up the ground ball. Van Gundy looks for Roby, just a little bit too high off the mark. As here's Henry. Henry, who's the goal scorer, the last goal scorer. Neela Henry tries to do something with it. Looks for Klein. But that gets stopped by her other number 2, is Allie. Her opposite 2, and here's Klein now. Her pass attempt gets blocked. Another block pass attempt. Sticks and lanes for Adrian has been going through, and we have a whistle on the play. Looks to be a yellow card. And that will be Klein, Dakota Klein.
If I'm correct, that's 3 goals and 3 penalties for Klein.
3 for 3. Not the 3 for 3 you want.
I'm interested to know her assists this game now.
Oh, let's take a look at it.
One assist for Klein.
So we have Adrian looking to take advantage on the man down. Here's Malone. There's a stop and play. We've got a green card. Oh, double trouble for the Otterbein Cardinals, as that would be Jalissa Van Gundy. She heads off to the box. There's a lot of open room for the Bulldogs to operate. We got a 2-minute penalty on Klein and 1-minute penalty for Van Gundy. So looking for a streaking Turcotte as Bogner saw that play through and through. She decides to intercept it, looks for a clear, taking her time. There's a clear attempt. Caught. As you hear the Adrian bench yelling out double ball, double ball. We'll see if they can get the possession back, but the Cardinals are maintaining it through and through. Roby gives it off to McIntosh, who has speed coming down the lane. Saw that she was in trouble, looking for reinforcements, and reinforcements she has in Roby. Roby to McIntosh. McIntosh gives it back to Roby. As both teams are now released, there's Henry. Henry stops up, stutter steps over to Roby. Roby takes a shot, she scores. The dangerous Ava Roby now gets on the board with a goal. She's playing facilitator all day, but has the goal now.
I believe that's her second goal.
Huh? Partner, what'd you see on that goal there?
Yeah, that was a great goal by Roby. Just to power through and get that shot off. Norton almost able to save it, however, just short.
As it looks to be a timeout call by the Adrian Bulldogs. Your score, Otterbein 8, Adrian 4. We'll take a break.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome back as the timeouts are starting to dwindle down as we're getting ready to back in play. And partner, you mentioned Ava Roby, her goal that gave the 4-point lead back. Saw that you had a little bit more notes as the break was going on.
Yeah, so that was her second goal. Both goals she's had, she's just using her height to her advantage and just pushing straight through. She's been using the screens, calling plays from the back. Just an incredible game by her, and I can see why she was able to break that point record at Otterbein.
Well, She broke the point record and still continuing to build on top of it. Let's see how Adrian can respond as the draw commences between Roby and it looks to be Woodall. Or that was Turcotte, excuse me. And Adrian has possession. Here's Woodall with the ball now. Woodall looking to use her speed to get to the outside. She goes to the X. And now goes to the lane for Suttermeister. Suttermeister uses the Turcotte screen. Here's Allie. Allie comes up with it, gets to the inside, takes a shot, she scores! Jenna Allie, the senior.
That was a great play by Allie. She was able to just weave through about 4 or 5 players there to get right into the slot with a shot deflecting right off the ground to the back of the net. Great play.
Using the turf field to her advantage. Every time we've seen Allie shoot the ball, it's always been a bounce. And she converts there, making this a 3-goal game.
Both these goalies have done a great job collecting the balls that are shot in the air. Now the ones that are hitting the ground first, they seem to be struggling on both sides to get those from, or to prevent them from going to the back of the net.
As we got Daft Punk playing in the background one more time. Can we get a goal one more time? Adrian down by 3, 8-5 score with just a little over 7.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Henry guarded by Allie. And now switches over to Woodall. Now since she has crossed that plane, the attackers have to back off. Now it's midfield defenders for the Adrian Bulldogs with attackers and midfielders for the Otterbein Cardinals. Fine has the ball. Fine. Looking to set something up. Finds Ava Roby. That's one thing that we've been seeing with the Cardinals is that with their slowing down of the game, as the shot went above the net there, we'll see as the Cardinals maintain possession, right? Sharing the ball around, right? Like we're seeing a lot of good chemistry coming from Otterbein.
There's a lot of great passes coming out of Otterbein, and they continue to hit them stick to stick. They're not chasing many balls around in the offensive zone. They're very good about keeping control, keeping it slow, and waiting until their time to strike.
As the referees are just having a conversation, making sure everything is on the up and up, and it is a change of possession as Norton was the one who beat the Otterbein attackers on that foot race. It is now Bulldogs' ball. As Norton just lost possession of it. Just quick turnaround, but Norton says no, closes the door. As battling for possession are the Bulldogs, and Norton looks to correct her mistake, and she keeps correcting it with multiple saves. Here's Van Gundy. Van Gundy to McIntosh. McIntosh gives it back to Van Gundy. Calm, cool, collected. Over to Roby. She's being checked now by Reyes. Gives it over to Klein. Stick checked. Ball's loose on the ground. And there's a push. And they're going to call it on Reyes.
That was a great 2 minutes by Norton. There were probably 3 shots that I totally could have seen gone in, but she continued to stay on it, keep her eye on the ball, and make sure she got her stick where it was supposed to be.
Cardinals maintaining possession here. Screen development for Gerst. Gerst looking to get through. As we had, as Malone's not biting. Van Gundy to Roby. Roby back to Van Gundy. Van Gundy gives it over to Henry. Henry to Roby, looks for the hat trick, doesn't go. It's just over the frame.
Very close shot by Roby, using her body to get in there continuously over and over again. It looks.
Go ahead.
Well, now I can't tell what the ref's trying to say. I thought I had an idea.
A yellow card on Allie. Trying to get an understanding of what the call was. It could be a stick infraction. That gives Roby an opportunity to put the Cardinals back up by 4. Ava Roby. So it's a minor infraction on Allie as they gave her a minute of cool down. As both teams are discussing their strategy of what to do next. Here's Ava Roby, picks it up. Looking for the hat trick is Ava Roby. 1-on-1 against Norton. Waiting for the whistle. Here's Roby. Scores! Hat trick for Ava Roby. When you get somebody that dangerous alone and that opportunity, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, you can't give Roby times to just go straight at the net after a penalty like that. You got to stay more disciplined to prevent penalties from there because she is going to make that. She hit it right top right corner, right over the stick of Norton. Great goal to get that hat trick.
Ava Roby has put the Cardinals up again by 4. As they have bent a little bit, but the Cardinals are maintaining and staying strong.
Adrian continuously looks like they're coming back. They're about to bounce back, and then the Cardinals just come right back through to just put it back to a 4-goal lead.
As we see the coaches, Coach Asher is asking for a little bit more of an explanation, trying to see why that call was made on Allie, on Jenna Allie. But play goes on, life goes on, as the Cardinals have possession. There's Klein. Dakota Klein, who's got off to a hot start scoring earlier this game in the first half. And Roby decided to take over that scoring aspect. She finds McIntosh inside, trying to look for a shot. She got crowded. As there's possession, as Roby gets that possession right back, finds Gerst. Gerst looking to find the options. Streaking was Henry. Can they get it over that line? The ball does not cross that imaginary line. As McIntosh will get it as we have a horn blows. As we have a timeout called by the Otterbein Cardinals. With that timeout, we'll take a step away as well. With a little over 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. We'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive?
Welcome back as we are just out of the timeout break. And Gavin, Otterbein called a timeout earlier, but during that timeout, we saw some creative plays getting in. We saw some smart plays that Otterbein was starting to get into motion. Can you explain what was being shown, what was being seen?
Yeah, I was watching Roby as the breakout from Adrian was trying to get out of his zone. She was able to read that play, come down from the top, and able to cut off that angle, push her to the outside, and keep it in the offensive zone. It was a great play by Roby right before the timeout.
As we have the Cardinals having possession. Speaking of Roby, she has it right now. Roby over to Van Gundy. They play catch for a little bit. Those 15 minutes of catch during warm-ups is paying off. This pass is going through. Here's Dakota Klein. She scores. Earlier we said, we misspoke. It says that she had a hat trick. She only had 2. She has a hat trick now. Dakota Klein makes it a 5-goal game. Cardinals up 10-5.
Yeah, you had it right at the half. You said I could see her coming out and still scoring a couple, and as she comes back to score one more at least with still some time to play, she just finds herself right in that slot with stick-to-stick passes continuously. She's slipping through the Adrian D, getting the places, the gritty spots that she's got to get to just to make those shots. Great play by Klein.
Turcotte and Roby in the draw. Can Turcotte win this draw to get some momentum for Adrian? That's what Adrian is looking for, but the Cardinals have other plans. Here's Gerst. Gerst to Isaacs. Isaacs looking through, following through, see what's available. Goes over to Roby. Roby taking her time, as her patience has been a virtue this game. Ball goes over to Gerst. Gerst finds McIntosh. McIntosh alone scores. McIntosh with the bounce. Gets it past Norton on the low shot.
Yeah, that was a great play. She kind of has been doing what Klein does a lot of the time as well. She slips right in, gets in that slot area, was just able to beat that D on the, just able to beat the goalie on the lower left corner. Great play, great setup. Let's see if Adrian's defense can learn to stop these ladies from getting into that slot, as that seems to be where most of Otterbein's goals have come from.
As Otterbein, not Otterbein, as Otterbein is making sure they run away with it, and running away they are here in this third quarter. Can Adrian look to respond? Turcotte wins the draw. As it seems the first time in a long time that they have possession. As Allie gets released from the box. Here's Sudemeister. Sudemeister looking for options, gives to Allie, the last goal scorer for this Adrian Bulldogs team. Turcotte goes around the horn for Malone. Malone to Gross. Gross back to Malone. As here's Turcotte looking to heat up. Madeline Turcotte, the leading point producer for this Adrian Bulldogs team. Turcotte looks on the inside for Gross, just could have pulled the trigger as she kind of bobbled that quick pass. The pass was a little bit too hot to handle. Looks like Otterbein is going into a little bit of a zone defense, a mixture of a zone to man defense. Turcotte still looking for options. Showing the world that she has patience as well. Turcotte makes one move, spin moves around, looks for a cutter, doesn't go. So the intended target was Malone. Malone now has it. Still has it, still has possession, goes inside! Abby Malone. Patience pays off. Now we got a 5-goal game.
Wow, does patience pay off. That was a great goal. That's what I've been talking about earlier when I was waiting on Adrian to try to slow their game down, which they did very well. Able to weave right in between those players, get in, and a great shot. I believe that was top left corner, right over the shoulder.
You saw correctly with just under 3 minutes left to play in this third quarter. With what we saw with how Otterbein gained a lot of momentum, this could be the start of the Bulldogs gaining some momentum as well.
I'd love to see that, especially going into the final minutes of this quarter. It'd be very entertaining to see Adrian just come back. You can see their bench is definitely starting to get excited, starting to scream, starting to dance. Let's see them have fun on the field too.
Here's Van Gundy for the Cardinals. Van Gundy makes one move, makes another move. Tries to do a spin move. Doesn't go, but Klein has it. Now gives over to Roby. Here's Henry. Henry over to Isaacs. Isaacs to Gertz. Gertz back to Klein. just scored her third goal of the game. Gives it to McIntosh. McIntosh over to Roby. Roby. She may not have as much speed as some of her teammates like McIntosh, like a Klein. But like you said earlier, how her mind is working, how she's using her body to set up like screens, to set up passing opportunities, passing lanes.
Her mind reading on this is great. She knows where she's supposed to be. She knows where the ball is going. You can just watch her head as she turns her eyes around, continuously looking for the open slot, for the open person. Great mind out there for lacrosse.
And here we have Allie. Allie looking to do something with it. Allie looks to cut in. Doesn't go, but looks for Gross. Pass too hot to handle. So there's Turcotte. Goes over to Sudermeister. Back to Turcotte. As Malone, the goal scorer, who had it just for a moment. As Adrian's just playing catch right now. Sudermeister over to Turcotte. Back to Malone. Malone looks to the inside for Turcotte. Pass just a little bit out of Turcotte's reach. But Malone gets that stop for Turcotte to pick back up with the ground ball. Turcotte finds Allie. Ball's loose. Gets picked up by Malone. Malone finds Sudermeister. Has a lane. Saved by Bogner. Has it picks up and scores again.
That was a great goal. The first shot to leave the rebound for that gritty goal.
As the Bulldogs, as it looked to be Skylar Donaldson with the goal.
That was great by Skylar. She was able to pick it up right off the ground, pull it right over the goalie's head. Very, very nice goal.
40 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Could this be the start of something great? Or if you're a High School Musical fan, if you remember High School Musical, the start of something new. No Troy Bolton. All Gabrielle Montez here. As you have Turcotte, looks to win the draw and does, but it's quickly surrounded by Roby and friends, and we got a call in the play. Ava Roby's given a yellow card, which would be 2 minutes. As forgive me, it was Casey Woodall with the goal. Over Adrian there. Sudermeister. Sudermeister goes around the way. As Otterbein is a man down. Sudermeister goes around the world. As with the final 15 seconds left in this third quarter, Sudermeister finds a lane. She looks for a shot. She scores. Sudermeister goes around the world and finds a way to put a goal in with under 12 seconds to be exact left in the third.
How can you not be entertained by the last 5 minutes of this quarter? This has just been hot by Adrian, coming back in, having the energy, goal after goal, trying to get back in that gap.
As we see the Adrian bench having a great time.
They're having fun cheering on their teammates as they try to get back to this 11-8 lead.
As with Ava Roby in the box, we'll see how this does affect the draws. Can Adrian take advantage of draw control here? Turcotte puts it up, gets the draw, and draw control is achieved. Final 5 seconds. Can they get a final faraway shot, or will they run out the clock? And run out the clock they will. That's wow. Final 5 minutes of that third quarter. You mentioned it, partner.
I was starting to get nervous there towards when it got around to 11-5, and then just continuously back to back to back. 3 goals straight unanswered by Adrian.
Oh, we got a 2-minute break here before the final quarter of play. We'll take a break here, and we'll see you for the fourth quarter.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
The song that is playing in the arena is Pump It Up. Don't you know to pump it up? Fans gotta pump it up. Teams gotta pump it up. We're pumped up for this final match, this final quarter of play in this match. As we have the opportunity, can we see Adrian complete a comeback? Or will Otterbein stay strong to play spoiler to the Adrian perfect season early on? Here's Turcotte. Turcotte has the ball. Fires it. Quick hot pass to Malone. As Otterbein is still a man down, as Ava Robley still in the box. Here's Gross. Gross gives it to Donaldson. Donaldson. She finds her target over to Allie. Allie goes it to Woodall. We got a whistle on the play. We'll see here. As it is a yellow card against Otterbein. Yep. One thing that we saw in the back half of that third quarter, you cannot give teams many chances, especially a team like Adrian, who's like team-wise, right, has been scoring goals in bunches these past 4 games.
Yeah, letting up these penalties in the offensive zone, well, defensive for Otterbein's, just not helping him out here.
As Allie with a shot, she scores! Jenna Allie takes advantage of it. 2-goal game.
That is exactly what we were just talking about. You can't let these Adrian players shoot. They have really nice shots, fast, accurate. Can't give them the chances that Otterbein's been giving them.
Play Daft Punk one more time. Let's do it. As we get ready for another draw here. Now that was just 34 seconds in the fourth quarter. 2-goal game. 11-9 is the score. Otterbein is still up. We'll see what happens going forward. Ball up in the air. Turcotte has it. As Turcotte has really been taking advantage of Ava Roby being out of the game, winning each draw and having each control. And there goes Sudemeister, who is a goal scorer, right? Just lost possession. Ooh.
Ah, that one looked rough.
Yeah. Went down like a Jenga tower.
Looked like some shoes came off. Put them back on. There we go.
The mask came off. Sudemeister gets a green card for that. as now Adrian is down one, but still is up.
They've been really trying to take advantage of Roby being in this box, and they've done a great job.
Here comes Klein. Klein, who's been doing a good job with the scoring throughout this game for the Cardinals. She gives it over to Henry. Henry gives it to Van Gundy. Van Gundy back to Henry. Henry being shadowed by Allie. Here's McIntosh. McIntosh, who showcased a lot of great speed in this game for the Cardinals. Over to Gerst. Gerst back to McIntosh. McIntosh over to Van Gundy. Van Gundy will look over as she gets rushed and pressured by the Adrian defense. And that rush and pressure will have a foul on the play. That'll be Sarah Gross. Sarah Gross is being called for a violation. And that gave way for Ava Roby to be back in the game for the Cardinals. Van Gundy starts it out. Now McIntosh has the ball, back to Van Gundy. It looks like Roby is sitting in that attack position or in that defense position. So here's a McIntosh. McIntosh still biding her time. The ball down to Isaac, over to Gerst. Gerst puts it in the lane where McIntosh will find the lane, try to drive through. As she looks for Roby, who's coming in. And Roby still trying to pick up that ground ball and finally does. Roby looks for a passing option, gives it to McIntosh. McIntosh goes over to Klein, an even strength of both teams. Klein to Henry. Henry to Roby. Roby gives it off to McIntosh. Bounce shot saved by Norton.
Great tip out of the way by Norton.
As Norton has the ball, she looks for a clearing option and does. As Adrian looks to push the pace, use that speed, the pass just did not connect. As that was Lavareski was the intended target, and now she gets a yellow card for a misuse of stick.
Let's see if Adrian can try to clear this out during this penalty here, or if Otterbein will be able to capitalize on this moment.
As history shows in this game, Otterbein has been really on the ball with that. Every time they've had a man-up situation, they've converted at least a good amount of it. Here's Henry with it. Henry gives it over to Roby. Roby has an open lane. Fire! Saved by Norton. Norton looks for a clear. Looking for her options. Getting pressure by Roby. This is all legal, and danger. As that ball fell right in front of an open cage. They got lucky there. As ball gets cleared out, here's Allie with possession. Allie running for it. Enters the offensive zone. Allie using her speed, gets to the inside, shot. That goes wide. And here's Woodard. Or Woodall, excuse me. Woodall. Woodall has the ball. Gives it to Turcotte. Turcotte looks to find the lane to burst through. Nothing yet. Turcotte gets the screen by Donaldson. Now she gives the ball to Woodall. Woodall tries to do a wraparound. Saw that there was two defenders in front, so opts to go to the outside and resets. Here's Allie. Takes a side step. Gets met by two. Allie tries to look for Donaldson, just a little bit off the outside the net. And there's a quick shot, score! Turcotte finally gets on the board with a goal.
Wow, that was great. 2 seconds left on the shot clock as well. They just knew they needed to rip one out, sent it to the slot. Great catch, rip right off the stick.
As it now is a 1-goal game, 10-11.
That's a great comeback by Adrian. When it was 11-5 at one point, I was getting pretty concerned, but this has been a great comeback, great game to watch, very energetic.
Go ahead.
Adrian's trying to keep their streak. They recently got back from a trip to Florida as a team where they successfully won their games down there. Coming back to Michigan, they're hoping to keep that streak going after a successful trip down to Florida.
As Adrian, the comeback is still on the way. Turcotte looking to maintain that momentum with winning a draw. The ball is still loose, and looks like that ball is going towards the Cardinals' way. Isaacs with possession. Isaacs has it going on the X. Over to Gerst. Gerst to Henry. Henry gives it to McIntosh. Free lane through. Tries to shoot it. Just the ball slipped out of her net as Norton got a piece of it. Still fighting for possession. Bodies going on the ground. And ball went out of play. Possession will be Cardinals' ball. So here's Roby. Roby has it. Goes over to McIntosh. McIntosh. There's a decline. Klein to Henry. Henry looks for Klein in the middle. Gets a shot off. Saved by Norton. And it will still be Cardinals' ball. Isaacs looks to set up. Looks to start something. Gives it to Van Gundy. Van Gundy being patient like she has been all game. Gives it to Henry. Henry uses the pick by Roby. That illegal pick gets called, and now will be Bulldogs' ball.
Adrian's bench is pretty happy with that one. Coaches were screaming to get that called. They finally called it, and the bench kind of exploded for a second.
As the attempt to clear out is still being attempted, and now it's good. Here comes, with speed. The speed, that was Malone. Malone got stopped right there. And now we have an opportunity, a chance to tie the game. Abby Malone, who used her speed to draw the foul.
That was some great speed. Went past a bunch of players just to get that penalty called. She had that drawn. Great play.
As before play resumes, the referees are gathered at the scorer's table to make sure they got the right calls. So far in this fourth quarter, we've seen this momentum change, right? In the first and third mainly, we've seen it was all Otterbein. Second quarter, it was a little bit of a mixture, but fourth quarter, we're seeing Adrian take the load of it.
Yeah, definitely. Otterbein, they really came out that first quarter. They showed out. Third quarter as well, they did an amazing job. But after that about the 5-minute mark in the third, Adrian has just taken the momentum completely. 5 unanswered goals, I believe, from Adrian. And they're trying to keep this going with a shot right off the start.
As the Bulldogs bench is up and alive, the Bulldogs fans are up and alive. As the referees are getting back into position, getting ready to resume this game. Abby Malone faces off against Elena Bogner. Big Opportunity here for Malone. Whistle's blown. Malone goes in, takes a shot off the post. Almost had the tie right there. But here we go. Sudemeister had possession, and now a call is made. Foul on the play. Bulldogs will retain. And man, Malone and the post are not agreeing today.
That's the second time, right? Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, crossbar earlier, I believe in the second quarter.
Oh, just inches away from getting that tying goal. Wow.
Here's Studemeister.
I believe that was Klein that took that penalty.
You are correct. Good sir. Klein with an infraction. Yellow card. She'll be out for 2 minutes. As the referees are giving the signal, now there's the whistle. Studemeister, quick pass over, quick shot as well. That got blocked. Alley has it. Looks for it inside for Malone. And Bulldogs maintain possession. As no penalty shot will be awarded. You continuous in play, just standard. Here's Alley with the ball. Alley gives it off to the scores! Donaldson ties the game. It is now 11-all here in the fourth quarter with under 8 minutes left to play.
That is just electric. A great way to tie that game. 2 penalties to Otterbein right before that for Adrian to be able to come in, 2-player advantage, and get that goal. It looked like they came in lower left corner shot, which it seems that Bogner has struggled with that lower left corner all game, kind of. So we'll see if she's able to patch that corner up, save some more shots, but what a way to tie it.
As it was Sarah Gross with the assist from Jenna Alley with the goal. I know I misspoke and said it was Donaldson, but it was Sarah Gross confirmed. Looking to maintain possession control. We got a holding call on the Bulldogs. All right, possession will switch over to the Cardinals. And that will be Casey Woodall with the infraction. There's plenty of time here for something great to happen. But we are back to the even game, even Steven. As with possession here is Van Gundy. Gives it off to Henry. So far the Bulldogs are keeping him outside the zone. We'll see if they can keep that up. McIntosh with her speed says, let's go inside. McIntosh to Van Gundy. A lot of room here for Otterbein to work with. Now whistle on the play. See what the call is, but it looks to be Adrian's ball. As Van Gundy coming off green card.
I believe there's 3 players now from Otterbein down in that box.
2 ready to sub, 3 are in the box. Here's Alley. Alley sees if she can take advantage. Wow. Alley gives over to Gross. Gross to Donaldson. Donaldson looks for Turcotte. Scores!
Wow. Wow.
Madeline Turcotte takes the lead for the Bulldogs off of a shade rush.
That rush is what caused that whole goal. She was able to run through here. She had 3 players step up, beat all 3 to get down there, make the pass. Wow, an electric goal to take the lead. Is that 6 unanswered now? Wow.
1 goal game. The game is now over yet. That's what some of these coaches, that's what the coaches are telling their Bulldogs, that the game ain't over yet. But holy moly.
Now, this is exciting.
It is. I usually save this for basketball season, but this is going to be an all-round season. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here we go. Let's get a scram. As the Cardinals, since they have a man up advantage, will have the ball without a draw. Gerst, they look for a tie. As whistle has been blown, looks to be they didn't have the right amount of personnel for Otterbein. Another green card will be issued, but this will go against Adrian this time. For Otterbein will keep possession. Coming off will be Sarah Gross. Sarah Gross, a junior, coming out of Sylvania, Ohio. Went to Sylvania Northview High School. And as I was doing that read of Sarah Gross, Otterbein ties it right back up. Partner, walk us through it.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a breakdown, starting with the penalty. Right from the penalty was given straight to Roby. Roby was able to make that play down low to get that shot in the middle of the net. Back to a tie game. Energy on both teams seems to be high as we get ready for this next draw after a great goal by Otterbein.
Sarah Gross has just been released from the box, as it was Leela Henry with the goal. Turcotte and Roby in the draw. 6:44 left to play in this game. Turcotte wins it back, but draw control goes over to Otterbein. Cardinals looking something to do with it here. Van Gundy. That's not Van Gundy. There's Henry. Passes it over. This is Roby. Roby back to Henry. Here's Blau with it. Blau gives it over to McIntosh. McIntosh looking for some room. It gives off to Blau. Back to Roby. As we got a whistle on the play. Head contact. Still is Cardinal ball. Roby has a chance to take the lead. The one person you don't want to see with the ball in this spot if you're an Adrian Bulldog.
No, you do not.
Roby versus Norton. Roby comes in, takes the shot high and wide. Just grazed over the net, over the frame.
About 6 inches from making that shot. Wow.
Here's Blau. Blau goes around the cage. Blau over to Roby, who's in the lane, looking to enter in. Gets the screen from Klein. As that ball was a little bit too hot to handle for Gerst. Gerst looking to get to the middle. As Blau looks for Roby, she scores.
Roby was right out in front of the net. She was ready for it. Low pass, was able to catch it with a low shot underhand right under the goalie.
As we have 5:14 remaining in this game. 13-12 is the score. Ava Roby, dangerous as ever. Missed on that penalty shot opportunity. Converts on the play on the cut with her 4th goal of the game.
Yeah, she wanted her get back after that penalty shot, and boy, did she get it.
As Pump It Up has just started playing over the speakers, we'll see if the Bulldogs can still get pumped up to get this comeback official. Turcotte and Roby battling for possession, but Allie comes through with draw control. Allie to Woodall. Woodall sprints for it. Woodall tries to get around one defender, decides to pass it off. Here's Malone. Or Schudemeister. Schudemeister takes her time. Under 5 minutes left to play. Plenty of time here for the Bulldogs. Turcotte has it. As they play around the world. Sudemeister started this around the world passing. Gives off to Malone. Malone to Turcotte. Has 2 in this game. Looks for the middle. Oh! Bounced right over.
That was the opportunity, too. Great shot. Just a little bit too hard of a bounce to go over the net.
Woodall has possession for the Bulldogs. Woodall gets through. Shots made. Goes wide off the cage. But the hustle of Skylar Donaldson keeps possession with the Bulldogs.
They are just on attack.
Pass towards the middle, and the traffic didn't go. This pass just got over Van Gundy's head. Now over to Isaacs. Isaacs on a one-on-one with Teremy. Isaac does a little slip move, had Teremy going, but decides to pull up and give it to Roby. Roby taking her time. To Blau. Gives it to McIntosh. McIntosh to Klein.
With the way Adrian's been doing these quick shots, I mean, it's a smart move by Otterbein to just shave off as much time as possible to not let Adrian get those shots.
Roby, the mastermind of this offense, taking her time, making sure that she's doing what she needs to do in order for this lead to be maintained and possibly built upon. As Cromwell uses a screen of Henry. She goes for it, saved by Norton. A little bit of a juggler, but Norton keeps it out. Coming up with his Malone.
Wow, that was some fast back checking.
Crowding the area, and now we have a timeout called on the play. We'll take a break. With 2 minutes and 39 seconds left, we'll take a step back, and we'll see you guys real soon.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Yeah, wow.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit. Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome back to this thriller of a game. 2 minutes and 39 seconds. 1 goal game. 13-12. Otterbein is up. Gavin, if you're the Adrian Bulldogs, right, what do you think is being said in that timeout, and what do you expect for them to showcase within these final moments?
They're definitely drawing up some plays for being on the offense. They're trying to slow it down, just get it down there. That's their big thing. They need that time on attack to create opportunities. And if they can't get it down in their zone, they won't be able to get them shots off.
The pass is a little bit too hot to handle for Teremy. As the Bulldogs has possession, here's Gerst. Gerst trying to look for options. And if you're the Cardinals right now, Do you think that attacking would be the best bet or holding off as much as you can?
I think it could go either way, to be honest, with this team. If you give it to someone like Roby, I think she can go in for the goal. But other than that, I'd do what they're doing right now. Keep it outside, keep it wide, shave as much time as possible. Try to get it back after your shot clock's over.
There's McIntosh with it. McIntosh, they're going to use that speed of hers. Backs up. Still getting checked by Gross. Gross is on McIntosh's hip like a tick on a deer. Roby has the ball. Roby gives it to Henry. Henry, who had that go-ahead goal for the Cardinals to put them up by 1. She's being guarded by Allie. Henry goes around the crease. Looking for an entry. Gives it over to Roby. Roby with a quick pass to Klein. They're still vying for possession, and possession now to the Bulldogs. Harrison Malone with that speed. Malone gives it off to Turcotte. Under a minute left to play. Turcotte finds Woodall. Woodall all alone. Woodall for the tie. She does.
Wow.
Woodall with the tie. It's a tie game.
Wow.
13-13.
That was all because of that fast-paced breakout. Woodall was able to find the open slot downfield. Didn't have a single defender on her. Able to catch that pass, go in for that goal. Top left over the shoulder. Maybe just on the side of the shoulder of Wagner. Wow.
Solid defense. Great breakout. Great shot. How do you not like women's lacrosse? Freaking A. Let's do it. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Now I'm pretty excited. I think if they do end here, they will go into an overtime golden goal scenario.
Well, with 47.9 seconds left on the clock in regulation, Bulldogs fans are rising up. We'll see how this turns out. Looking for draw control. The Cardinals have it. Speed is the name of the game. Here's Cromwell. Cromwell going as fast as she can, trying to get the golden goal. Over to Henry. Whistle on the play. As the ball is still going to maintain, still be with the Cardinals.
.30 seconds left. Let's see what we can do here. Adrian's trying to find that spot to be able to block this shot.
Henry with a penalty shot opportunity. Oh, hang on. Still Cardinals ball, but there was a whistle on the play. Henry has a chance to put the Cardinals up with a possible game winner. Shot just wide. She looked for the bounce shot. Shot went wide. Battling for possession. Taramee's at the mix. Here's Roby. Final 15 seconds left. Roby being guarded by Taramee. Taramee on her. Roby trying to get it outside. There's the switch off. Malone with that switch. 5 seconds left. As the ball is out of possession in a tie game, it is. We will go to an overtime.
Wow, what a way to end it for Adrian to come back in less than a minute left. And to even come back in general with an 11-5 lead in the beginning of the third. This just great effort, great determination. They did not know when to quit, and they will not quit. That is a Bulldog right there.
No quit indeed. As we will take a break for a minute as overtime will be set up. I'm Alex Grove. This is Gavin Podsdale. Woo, I can't even speak. I'm stuttering. We'll take a break.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Take a 2-minute
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
I hope you didn't go anywhere because it's a one heck of a match. We have a tie game, overtime, 5-minute overtime, sudden death. As we have the captains meeting up with the referees. Gavin, let's talk about this. Before overtime starts up, give us a breakdown of what's been going on these past 2 quarters.
This fourth quarter was all Adrian. Otterbein did have its time where they did score 2, but they were not able to keep up with Adrian's speed in fourth quarter attack. They've just been pressure nonstop this entire fourth quarter to get back to a 13-13 game. And if Adrian can keep up that pressure and play their solid defense like they have the last 2 quarters, this could be an Adrian victory in sight.
Now, let's give credit where credit is due. We haven't talked about goaltending a lot in the second half, but Norton, every time a penalty shot came up, coming up to the task within these final crunch time moments.
Norton's just done unbelievable. She's had 21 shots on goal, and just every time it's just whipped right at her. She's able to save it, catch it, and get a good release to a start of a breakout. Norton's had an unbelievable game, and so is Bogner. I will not discredit Bogner. She's had a great game as well. Both goalies are strong in their catching and their ability to start a breakout.
As we are getting set for an overtime match. Earlier today, we said that we were going to expect some goals. We got that. Expect speed. We got that. Expect excitement. We got that. Here we go. Turcotte, Roby for the draw. All we need is the green light from the referee, and we got it. And then we have a false start. That will be Cardinal ball. Roby has it. 4 goals on the match today. Roby gives it off to Gerst. Gerst will carry it through. Gives it on to Cromwell, to McIntosh. Gives it back to Roby. With a 5-minute overtime, you expect somebody like Roby to take over in this situation.
100%.
Roby has it. She takes her time like she's been doing all game, and it's been working for her. Henry has it. Henry had the opportunity earlier to win this game for the Cardinals. She gives it off to Roby. Roby scanning the field, seeing who's available for a cut. She found her cutter. There's a shot. Score! Henry missed it earlier, but she has found the back of the net for the goal today and plays spoiler to the perfect season for Adrian. Adrian now falls to 4-1, and that will bring the Cardinals to 5-2. Gavin.
What a way to end the game. I believe it was Roby with a pass straight to Henry. Henry with a bouncing shot. Confirmed the goal just now. Henry with a bouncing shot that bounced to the top left right over Norton. Sad way to end it for the Bulldogs, but that was a great game to watch. Very energetic, very exciting.
Yeah, it's what more could you ask for in a game like this? A lot of, like you said, a lot of back and forth. Everything just flowed. Everything was just, it was just great. It was great to watch.
It really was. Great by both sides. Exactly what we expected, like you were saying a couple minutes ago, from both coaches, bringing the speed, bringing the defense, and having those scorers to come in like Klein, Roby on the Otterbein team. Like both teams, just exceptional players in a great game.
And let's talk about what led to Otterbein's victory, and that was just control of play.
Yeah.
This, how they were able to win, not every draw, but how they were able to win most draws, how they were able to maintain possession of the draws. And then you have somebody of the skill set of Ava Roby who can control a game and slow the game down.
Yeah, no, Roby did a great job slowing the game down. I would definitely credit a lot of this game to her with 4 goals. Just being able to read the field like that, great plays.
And then looking over at Adrian's side. Right, looking over at Adrian's side, Miller, she had a 3-goal game, hat-trick game. Woodall had a hat-trick game as well. Right? Like, there was no quit out of the Bulldog side. Right? And we saw that within the final 5 minutes of the third quarter that led all the way to the fourth quarter. Right? What's some things that you saw with that?
Yeah, there was absolutely no quit by Adrian. They were down by 5 points at one point, and I'm looking over and I'm watching their bench dance and get energetic. They are just a team about morale and keeping that up, and they did not let that dream die. Took it all the way to overtime. Tragic ending for them, but just to get that far and push yourselves that hard, that's a beautiful thing in sports.
Well, the Otterbein Cardinals go to 5-2 on the season. The Adrian Bulldogs have gotten their first loss of the year, but it was a great game, great things all around. That'll be it for the day. My name is Alexander Grove, alongside Gavin Podsdal, and we're signing off for now. God bless you. Have a good day.